social media is getting a lot of y'all hurt, man. Y'all been seeing the method. Y'all been watching Charlie Kirk, Steven Crowder, and y'all understand what the method is, man. The method is go outside, talk to dumb people, get them on camera sounding dumb, and you making them sound dumb, and then you post it and get a million views. But the method don't come without consequences because usually low IQ equals, well, violent, unhinged behavior. So this is what we saw in this woman on the street interview. So this chick is downtown somewhere, either New York or DC. It looks like it's a metropolitan area. So she stops a woman to talk about Planned Parenthood. Now, the conversation starts off pretty nicely.
You have a channel?
Yeah, we're doing some interviews today.
I love your skin tone too.
Thank you. Such a good vibe.
Of course.
Well, awesome. So we're asking people's opinion today on Planned Parenthood. Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
Okay.
Familiar ain't the word, bruh. I've encountered this archetype in life, bruh. I feel like most men, like we've encountered this exact archetype. Like she reminds you of probably 10 women you've been with in your life, right? Yo, some of my luckiest nights have been with this archetype. Around 10, 11 p.m., going into 12 a.m., you got about an hour and a half to figure something out, man. So you on Tinder until you meet, this archetype, you feel me? And you've been able to seal a deal, come over, bust it down, dip. So we've encountered this archetype. Now, this archetype can either go two ways. They're either very sweet or they are very ratchet. So far, we can't tell. So she starts to ask her, normal, woman on the street interview questions.
Do you know that Planned Parenthood gets nearly $700 million of our taxpayer money every year?
700 million. I mean, honestly, I can't go against Planned Parenthood. I just can't. $700 million for how many single mothers?
Of our money. But they're not giving it to single mothers, though.
Yeah. I mean, if we're going to just, single out where it is that our tax dollars go, then the police, respectfully.
Remember when I told you guys there's two models to this archetype on the market? There's a sweet, adorable type, and then there's a ratchet type. She's the ratchet type, bruh. Once she said what she said, that's when I began to unravel. Okay, yeah, I know what type of person this is, bruh. Now, the abortion conversation, I have no take on it. I have no contribution. I never have to worry about getting one, so I don't care about it. I'm gonna let the women handle that. But to say that Planned Parenthood deserves more allocation of our tax funds than the literal police force, you're out of your mind, bruh. All the things that she listed with women being victimized, women being taken advantage of, women being raped, the police is the first point of contact. They're the ones that you call first to protect you. So for you to think that Planned Parenthood deserves more funds than the literal police force that keep you safe, you're out of your mind. Like you're sick. Now the conversation starts off like pretty good because when she walks up, she looks at the woman in the blue dress. She sees she's a black woman with curly hair. So she automatically assumes she's on my side. She's probably a radical feminist too. But it's not until the conversation gets to this point she begins to realize this ain't a home game, bruh. This is an away game.
So it's really interesting because since 2010, prenatal care has been down for 80% since 2010 at Planned Parenthood. Adoption referrals. So this is why this is research straight from their yearly report of 2022 to 2023, I believe it is. And so they're a 501c3. They have to tell us what they do every single year. So this is straight.
Which should be any union corporation. If we are paying tax dollars towards you, I need to know that you are doing the job and doing it correctly.
Right. But let me continue to tell you. So the STI testing and treatment down 15% since 2019. Client numbers down overall 34% since 2006.
Nobody has insurance. I don't have insurance.
Donors down 21%. Contraceptives down 44%. Breast screenings, manual breast exams down over 80%. And you mentioned.
I want to say, I have no horse in this race. I could care less about this particular conversation regarding contraceptions. Bro, I don't care about that, okay? I sleep with women who, if they get pregnant, I'll be comfortable with it, okay? But when she starts to read all facts, man, you can see her shaking her head like this. Yo, as if like she's trying to get out demons that's inside of her, bro. As if like this is like an exorcist that's currently happening, bro. But you know why? There's an archetype, the usual suspects. When you when you guys are engaged in a conversation, usually when facts come up, they usually behave like this. No. Facts are their kryptonite, all right? Because usually conversations like this among themselves is driven entirely off of feelings. So when you like try to involve statistics into it, knowledge into it, facts into it, it usually pisses them off. It's kind of like bringing up Jesus in front of a Satan worshiper. It usually don't go well. Same thing with bringing up facts in front of Igaboos. It usually don't go well.
And adoption, they commit 228 abortions for every one adoption referral. So why are they getting so much more money yet all of their services are going down?
The services are going down because people are afraid. Women.
What are they afraid of?
Women don't know. They don't know what they're exposing their bodies to. A lot of people, especially behind abortion, there's a stigma.
But their abortions are going up. So they used to have this slogan where they said safe, legal, and rare. That's what we want. Safe, legal, and rare abortions, until it was exposed that a lot of these facilities were requiring abortion quotas. So the more abortions each facility did, the more like praise that they would get awards. And so it's really interesting. That doesn't really make it seem like they want safe, legal, and rare abortions.
How many people can you think, or are you going to assume, will literally abandon their children with no repercussions from the state?
No, it's called safe haven baby boxes. We're at a fire station or hospital. You can leave your baby and the mother doesn't have to do anything with it. But that's better than killing her baby through abortion, right?
No, ma'am.
Listen, man. There's points in conversations where you realize, yeah, y'all just fundamentally disagree and it's okay to move along. If I'm having a conversation with somebody and and I bring up two options, hey, bruh, dropping off this baby at the corner and having somebody adopt this baby, or me murdering this baby right here. If I bring up those two options and somebody looks me in my pearly brown eyes and tell me dropping off the baby is a worse option than me, I don't know, taking a gun and putting a bullet through the baby's skull and murdering it. Yeah, we just fundamentally disagree, okay? Like, we just have two different view on life that, we probably shouldn't even be having a conversation. Because clearly we're just two different people. So for her to say, no, ma'am, it's not a better option, it's kind of like, yeah, this is not a conversation that's gonna come to some type of wholesome resolution. As a matter of fact, from this point forward, the conversation began to get more hostile and more hostile, and they went from "girl, you look nice" to throwing insults.
It's not better to give your baby up to a family who wants them instead of killing them?
No, ma'am. I have seen so many stories and countless, literally, like countless stories.
What happens in an abortion?
They literally suck the life out of you. They're going to take the whole baby out. And as they should, because I shouldn't be a taxpayer paying child support and food stamps and WIC for women.
You should be a taxpayer paying for abortions?
Exactly. But as for a woman who didn't want the baby in the first place, that doesn't make sense to me. Don't ever sit here and lock yourself down with a man who already told you he doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't.
I agree with you.
I'm not disagreeing with you either. I understand.
You don't get to kill the baby just because their dad didn't want them.
You can.
Should we kill the kids in foster care? And
why not? Why not? If that's the case.
Excuse. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, but say maybe she was talking a tad bit too fast. I don't think she means. I don't think she means to quite to unalive kids in foster. No. This is an NPC. I don't think she can't quite possibly mean to unalive kids in foster care. So, nah, bro, I'm speechless. Nah, she can't mean it. What she just said in plain words were, Unaliving the kids in foster care is much better off than the possibility of them getting adopted. Unaliving them while they're in foster care is better off than them going through foster care. I hope she don't mean that, right? But the interviewer at this point, she look at the camera, and this is also like one of like the downsides of doing the woman on the street interviews, a man on the street interviews is you are looking for the gotcha moment because you're looking for a TikTok clip. So her realizing she got her TikTok clip, you see the look on her face automatically, and you know that she knows that she got one. But her getting one doesn't come without consequences in this video. Look at the look she's giving the cameraman. This is the face of a content creator who know they got 1 million hits already, bruh. Who knows they about to go viral. Yo, she is happy as hell.
We should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted.
Who's going to take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
We should just kill them.
So I was wrong. She was not misspeaking. She actually meaned what she said, which was kids in foster care, 9, 10, 11, 5, 6, 7, 3-year-olds. They should be unalived and slaughtered. A genocide should take place in the foster care system because the possibility of them being adopted by somebody who's going to take advantage of them is much worse than death. Oh. This is where in this conversation I would have ended it, bro. Right? Some people, you just have to acknowledge they are very unwell, and there's no point in talking to them. This is not somebody I would entertain a conversation with, bro. They're clearly unwell. Nobody in their right mind, nobody with a brain, nobody with an IQ above 50 would say those words out of their mouth confidently and be willing to die on that hill. That's just stupid. Now, what you begin to realize, which is a trend with the usual suspects, okay? As she's having a conversation, as she realizes she's losing a conversation, she starts to get more flustered, more hostile. Her voice begins to deepen. Right? She started off this interview high pitched, very friendly. Huh? Now she's snarling, voice is deeper, starts talking like a 40-year-old carpenter. And usually what happens when they get flustered, what follows is boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom. The type of Islam you wouldn't understand. Oh, yeah. It's now this interviewer may not have enough experience with usual suspects, but this right here is when I would have ejected. I got my clip. I'm out.
Before you come to me talking about pro-life,
We should kill the victims of molestation.
I think, what does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then. Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical.
It is.
It is. Who are you, Nancy?
I sound dumb.
You sound dumb as
Okay.
It does, because even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
At this point, she knew she effed up, bruh. She knew she effed up trying to have a cordial conversation with the usual suspects, man. Now, first off, where's the reflex, bruh? I ain't see any attempt to duck. She still has the microphone talking, trying to interview while she's swinging.
Really?
Oh my God! Stop him! What's wrong with you? Stop him!
You have a... Oh my God!
Hey! What the f did you do?
I'm a huge advocate of equal lefts and equal rights. Now, obviously, it ain't equal lefts and equal rights. If she's, 4'11", 95 pounds, Bro, like you tripping, walk away. But if she is built like Ray Lewis, about 5'11", 6'1", about 230 pounds, I mean, there ain't no physical advantage you're going to have, right? Especially when he admits, the cameraman, he would admit that that was his wife that just got attacked. Listen, I don't put my hands on nobody. I keep my hands to myself. But if my wife, my petite wife, is being attacked by Ray Lewis, a 6'1", 230-pound random woman on the street, bruh, I'm throwing. Hey, listen, man, I'm just gonna have to deal with the consequences of being canceled, bruh. I'm throwing. She gotta go down. Or at least, right, you call the police, but they just let her walk away.
All right. Yeah, she attacked my wife. All right.
Your wife just attacked me.
Yeah, so why you want her?
Why is it following me? Why you following me?
Want to get arrested? Look. Don't worry.
She just punched me in the face. We were just doing a street interview with my camera and everything was fine for over 20 minutes or however long we were filming, and then she just punched me in the face.
The only lesson I can draw from this, man, is never let your guard down around the iggas. All right. All right. If you think a conversation is going too well with an igga, just know a violent act is coming. All right. Don't ever let your guard down around the usual suspects. I'm sorry. That's coming from me. I'm warning you guys. Okay. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Where do you guys think this conversation went wrong? And do you guys feel like the street interviewer has any type of accountability or responsibility for what took place? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching, click on this video right here to find out why Wes Watson's career is officially over after this video leaked. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.